What's going on with everybody? My brothers and my sisters. I hope everybody's doing well. I want to just give a quick take on the Korryn gang situation. Let me start off by saying that I've only been really doing this YouTube shit for like 3 months now this summer, because I have had some time out from school. So let me address the whole sister and brother bickering back and forth thing. I had no idea that it was like this serious. I thought it was just a little phase or people venting their frustrations off. Best of luck to you. Let's see where that goes. The whole Korryn gang situation, if you don't know, she was a mulatto woman who barricaded herself in her apartment when the police came. I think she got served with a warrant, something like that. So she dies from the standoff while her son got injured from this, while live streaming it on Facebook. She got heavily criticized for having her son present when all this shit was going down, and they try to say that she had her son hostage when there's plenty of videos on the internet that shows that her son was not a hostage. But the whole thing with it was is that she was probably all he knew, all her son knew. So she asked him if he wanted to go with the police or stay with her, and he said he wanted to stay with her. I thought that was the poorest judgment of being a parent, but let me continue. She seemed like she was really heavily involved with her kids, with her son's upbringing. Like, if you see some of the videos, it seems like she's really influenced in her son's life. Just the way she talks to him and, you know, the things that she do. Now, I know this woman got criticized for maybe being mental or whatever the fucking case may be. She didn't display anything of a mental illness. She looked like she had a whole lot of pride and a whole lot of spirit. In my opinion, she went harder than any of these pussy ass dudes on YouTube with their little fake channels and their fake subscribers, talking all that shit about, oh, this bitch is crazy, this mulatto bitch is crazy. She stood up for what she thought was in her best interest and what she believed in. She stood up to not being a bitch to cops, not being pussified like some of these dudes would cower in front of a white cop or white in general, because most of these so-called whatever the fuck they are, I don't call most of these motherfuckers ain't even men, call themselves men, cower at cops. This woman was like 70 pounds, 93.8 pounds soaking wet. So, yeah, soaking wet. And she had no fear whatsoever. And I commend that sister for that, because if my people had that, I'd be such a look. Some people didn't like her or criticized her because she was constantly getting in it with the cops. I mean, the same person that's sitting here saying respect the law is the same motherfucker whose brains will probably be on the gravel. So keep that shit up, because there are people that are sitting there throwing their hands up for getting their fucking cavity plate shot the fuck up. So yeah, keep that mindset. I respect this woman. I salute this woman. She went harder than most of these brothers in real life. She in my opinion didn't have mental illness. She just was misunderstood, and she was channeling her anger, I guess. It seemed like she had like an anger for cops because she was always running into them. So she had that, she knew, she had that brother effect, man. She knew what it's like to constantly always be running into cops. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. I don't give a fuck what you thinking about this shit, man. Like, people get criticized for having pride and spirit because other people can't do it because they're so pussified and they look for acceptance for whites or people outside of their race. This woman went hard for herself. It was never a color thing with her. She just went hard for herself. If you see one of these videos out here, how she was talking to her son, telling him not to be afraid of these motherfuckers. You know, you don't know how this woman raised her kids. She probably could have been a perfect mother behind doors. I mean, the thing with media, and especially on this rape land, people that have pride get a bad rap. So a person that's pro their whatever, their skin, their people, is always going to be pointed in a bad light. The Black Lives Matter movement is a terrorist group because they're talking about unarmed African American people getting shot. Okay, that sounds like a terrorist group to me. This woman was getting dragged through the dirt by a lot of people, but the lot of people that was doing it was a lot of pussy, cause only a pussy can sit there and piss on somebody that's standing up for some shit. Do I agree on how she did it? Hell no. It's a time and a place where you pick these battles. But does she have spirit? Does she have pride? Fuck yes. That's the type of sister I like, strong about her beliefs, very true to herself, and not worried about how others view them. But she really fucked up when she had her son in the apartment when the cops came in. That really was something I don't agree with. Of course not. She should have got her son out of that situation if she was gonna go to battle like that. You know, it's a lot of dudes. Think about all the dudes that you hear about. I would have done this, I would have done that shit. You wouldn't have done shit. You would have sucked the white man's dick. You ain't doing shit. She said she was gonna die. She died. She died for something she believed in, you know? Say what the fuck you want. You can hate on that sister all you want. But the ones that are probably hating right now are probably the ones that are scared as fuck of cops. And don't have a backbone, a dick for shit. So how as a man are you gonna lead a group of women when you scared of that very same thing that is attacking your ass? So I don't blame most sisters for that matter. So if you feel like you have to go outside your race or you feeling like you're not being protected, shit. I mean, Korryn Gaines went harder than some of these pussy ass fuck dudes on this goddamn YouTube shit, Facebook and all that fucking shit. All that talking shit, man. Very rarely do you see a man now of color that deliver what they saying. So I respect Korryn Gaines for that, because she delivered and she a woman. She shouldn't even had to do that. She was one of those souls that needed somebody to be around her to balance some of that negative energy off. She needed a positive person right there to be like, well, just calm down right now, sister. Just calm down. This is a battle right now that you don't need to fight right now. But can you get mad at the sister for having heart and having spirit and pride? Mental illness shit. I've seen brothers on many occasions do the same shit, act crazy and shit and wild and fuck the cops are fucking sick of these cops. Woo woo woo. Display the same behavior, but don't get drugged through the dirt like that. So because it's a woman that stood up for her shit, she even called it that Tupac 7-day theory. She called that shit and she did it. I just wish she would have got her son out of that environment. You can hate all the fuck you want, but the same motherfucker that's listening right now saying you a pussy ass N-word is the same motherfucker that let a white dude sock you in the face A Mexican dude sock you in the face and then walk off. That's pussy shit, bro. That woman went hard, man. She was just misunderstood. It was the way she went in that I think some people have a problem with. Because she was so volatile and so random. She'll be cool and then she'll just go over the deep end. I think if she could have just channeled that in a different way and displayed it in a different way, I think the situation would have been less. And also getting her son out of that environment, man. You can't fault somebody for feeling the way they feel, man. If you got that type of pride, that type of spirit about yourself, you can't take that shit from him. It's like a KKK member. He's content on killing and raping a nigger. He has the mindset of, I'm gonna kill as many niggers as possible. I'm gonna rape as many nigger women as I can. Can you hate that woman for standing up for her shit? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's what we should all be doing, is standing up for our shit. Not being a mental case about it or a basket case about it, but standing up for your shit. That's just to have pride, man. That's something we all lack. We all lack. I never seen such a tiny woman go so fucking hard, man, in my life. And nobody knows her, so nobody should be commenting on her off the little shit that you seen. So fuck that, I'm done, man. God bless.